Don't slip. Don't slurp, bro. Don't. Dude, that's nasty. That's just bad. You have to go through all this crap to get to the crypto stuff. All your shenanigans.
My shenanigans.
Your shenanigans. We're going to be trying to be a serious crypto podcast.
And here you are.
And here you are.
No, here you are.
Fucking it up.
Welcome back to another week of your favorite crypto podcast. Sometimes crypto, the unscripted crypto podcast.
Hey, yo.
All right, William.
They're not going to catch that.
What are we talking about this week?
We're not going to catch that. We are going to be talking about, conversating what happened this past weekend. NFT Miami that we went to.
Yep. A conference on NFTs, non-fungible tokens.
I think they know what it is.
I don't know, William. I feel like the cameras deserve some love.
You're the one who doesn't look at them. I literally face my camera the majority of the time.
All right. Well, yeah. NFT Miami week. This guy over here decided not to show up for the first day.
I was working.
That's fair. That's true. It's good. Good excuse. It's actually a really good excuse.
I don't know what he's saying an excuse for. Yeah. I had a job.
Yeah. I missed out a good portion of all the mornings. I showed up late, like at 12. Most of the time.
Are they talking about me?
Either way, there was a lot of good conversations, a lot of fun stuff going on, a lot of cool projects being presented. Got anything else to add?
I was gonna. Because he's so bad at doing a podcast sometimes. He's not. Yo, you've done 30 of these and you still get nervous?
I'm bad.
Oh, I know I suck. I know I suck. There's a difference. I don't think you understand that you're bad, and then I know that I suck.
What?
Yeah.
Wait.
Son, tell us about your first day at NFT Miami this year.
For sure.
Because I'm assuming you didn't go last year.
I did not go last year.
When there was a boom.
I did not go last year.
All right.
This is the first time I go to this event, and I had a good time because like one of the first speakers I got to see was Anthony Pompliano, and that was a funny time. This guy.
What did Pomp talk about?
Talked about the ever-changing crypto markets and how AI is being introduced now into like the whole mix of things going on. He says that AI and crypto are pretty much the same thing, and that thing is automation, making things simple and streamlined.
Let's talk about it. Do you think AI and crypto are the same thing? Or do you think one's more bigger? More bigger. Not the correct way to be said, but you know what I mean.
So
I think one's more.
They're not the same tool, but they do get the same thing done. Improve efficiency.
I don't agree with that at all.
Of course. What?
I agree with Hermosi on this one.
You think you're on the camp that AI is like what's it called? Cuts work in half?
Yes, but that's not what I meant by that. Okay. I meant this quoted from Alex Hermosi. This is Alex Hermosi. He said this thing, not me. He said, "What happened?"
No, nothing. I'm just looking. I'm checking.
Oh, my voice is getting loud. I'm sorry. I apologize. He said, crypto. He used the word had. I'm using the word has the opportunity to change the financial system, to like revolutionize that, while AI has the ability to replace the human system. What I understood by that when he said that was AI get to the point where it won't need us, versus crypto to a degree will need human use.
I disagree with that last statement.
If humans are not using crypto, there's no need for crypto. AI will continue to run on its own, even if there are no humans. Unless where you're going with this is you put AI and crypto together and then one uses the other, then that's fine too.
Well, the reason why you actually kind of got it pretty on the nail.
I tried it.
The reason
Tried
why I would put them as like something that would merge eventually, in terms of use case, would be because there's multiple types of AI, like, and one AI doesn't necessarily operate with the other. So the way that they would operate with each other would be through some type of digital currency or transaction system that they would share resources with. What? Agree, disagree? No comment.
I mean, you're kind of right.
Because like there are like Dolly, Midjourney, GPT-4, and I'm sure there's a bunch of other ones. Those are just like the really common ones. All made by different people. They all communicate and learn, or like they interact differently.
Yeah.
So I'm sure if those AIs want to utilize the most of artificial intelligence, they would want to get access to the other ones as well.
Correct. So I think there's a point where you're skipping where my brain is going to is they're just gonna get to a point where they're gonna get like AI's gonna just get smart like that. They're gonna communicate to each other directly, be like, hey, are you this thing? Yeah, I'm this thing. You're this. I want to share info.
But then they would have to rewrite each other.
Who says they can't do that?
Okay, now here's the thing. Which of the two is gonna allow itself to be rewritten?
The one who knows is weak. The one that knows that it's weaker. The less dominant one, dude. There's only one that overpowers the other.
You think one AI is gonna
Ultron. Age of Ultron. Same
guy.
idea.
This guy.
What?
I don't know.
It does what a human does without emotion, without that aspect of it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just logical.
Yeah.
For the most part.
What if its logic determines that it is better than the other?
I think they can compute that. Like they can have a competing contest and see who's actually like better than the other.
Let's say
I'm not a scientist for this. I just want to make that very clear. He's testing me right now. I'm not with my limits. I need Lex Freeman on here.
All right, let's just leave the AI thing.
No, we're good. What do you want to ask me? What do you want to tell me?
I was gonna say how the similar like analogy would be. Would you be able to judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree? All AIs are not made the same. Some AIs are made for certain tasks rather than other tasks.
Obviously, we're talking about picture tasks, but we're talking about direct competitors of writing AIs and writing AIs and search engine AIs, which ChatGPT and the one that's being created by Microsoft are directly similar. Then that's a different story. I'm not comparing apples and oranges like that.
Okay, no, just.
And also, the picture one is losing. Why? Because the other one could write it.
Because the other one could.
And the other one could plug it in to make the pictures.
Right. That is true. That last part is true.
The dominant will survive in that world. That's why I just don't think. That's why
you don't think would consume the other.
What?
AI would consume crypto.
No, I didn't mean like that. No. That AI will consume crypto. I'm just saying, AI can change the system without us. Crypto cannot change the system without us. We need to be willing to implement it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That is true.
And like add it.
Well,
AI.
The second part is true. The first part, I don't know.
What do you mean?
I don't know if AI could change itself like that.
Maybe not GPT-4. GPT-10 might, and we're building towards that. They already announced that 5 might come out this year.
This year?
Yes.
Yeah, these people are gonna be.
So exactly.
Yeah, but I heard that there was gonna be like a halt on AI production.
They've already halted it.
They halt.
No, there's been one country
for 6 months.
What?
Yeah, so like.
No. Elon said to do that. That means they haven't done it.
Yeah, no. If Elon said it, doesn't mean that.
There's one country actually has halted the use of AI, which was. I don't remember. It's in my brain. I don't remember what country it was. It was maybe in Italy. It was European for sure too.
Okay, I believe it.
They halted. They banned ChatGPT.
They banned it?
Yeah, until they figure these things out.
Interesting.
And then yes, Elon did say to 6 months pause to see the moral.
Like how the effects, just general effects. Like how is it gonna work ethically?
Morally? Yeah, the ethics of it. The ethicals. The mythicals. The mythicals of it. No, the ethicals of AI. Correct.
Ethics.
Ethics. The ethics. I said ethicals again?
Yeah.
Shit. Sorry. Damn it.
It's a cool word though. I like it.
Eternals. A
Eternals.
word. But not
Epics and rares.
What?
No, I'm kidding.
okay.
AI. There was actually a talk that I didn't see at NFT Week. It was tokenizing AI.
Yeah, there was also talk explaining how ChatGPT works. That
Yeah.
you also weren't there.
Yeah,
for.
I didn't see.
You weren't there
that.
for a few things.
You're at that. You're on that one.
I was
I was at the other stage.
I'm sorry. To the camera, I'm shooting shots at him.
You
He knows
shooting
it.
shots. This guy likes shooting shots. I was at a different stage, the main stage. Well, not the main stage. Let's call it Miami Beach stage. That's what it was called.
Well, that's what it was called. Then
Yeah.
never mind. He wasn't there either.
You were at the South Beach stage.
I ain't gonna say nothing.
I like how they kept the stages on theme.
Of course. But yeah, they did have a couple talks on AI, which made sense since it's a hot button topic.
It is. DeFi also.
I didn't catch no DeFi ones.
That was the first day.
That explains a lot. I didn't catch no. I just dropped the thing. I didn't catch no DeFi things.
Yeah, it was DeFi versus banks.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I wasn't there for that. How did that go?
Who will win the digital war? It was interesting. Nothing. I don't know. Depends on the like.
You were not there? It was good.
I don't know. Okay, so here's what I think happened.
Okay.
A lot of information was consumed in a very short amount of time.
For whose brain?
For my brain.
Okay.
3 days. At some point, my stuff got a little saturated, and I was like, "What did I hear? And where did I hear it? When did I hear it?" I remember having a talk to one of the speakers, and I was like, "I saw you yesterday, and I wanted to like ask you a question, but I don't remember what you talked about, so I can't remember the question I wanted to ask." And
you
then
told him all that?
pretty much
Why would you do that?
because I was like I followed you and everything, and I was like, and he's like, I don't know what happened, but
Okay.
he said one word, and I was like, oh wait, now I remember. And then it was just like I told him, I was like, I'm sorry, just saturation. And then he's like, no, you're cool, don't worry about it. We had a good cop. It was the guy that we were talking to.
I didn't talk to him. You did, but
You talked to him for a little bit.
no. You talked to him. I was there.
You were there.
But you're talking about that speaker, the one who
Yeah.
I told who said had metal glasses.
Yeah.
Do you know his name?
Ian.
I hope you're right, because I didn't catch his name. You wrote it down?
Notes.
No, you didn't write a sufficient amount of notes. I will say that then.
Notes.
Okay. So you have no idea what the financial one was. Okay. So
No.
what do you remember about NFT?
About NFT week.
Well, Miami NFT. The event you went to for 3 days that oversaturated your brain.
It was Emmanuel Winwood.
This guy. Okay. You don't remember squad, do you?
Of course I remember.
I don't know, it makes me a little nervous right now. I'm on it.
He's like, this guy. This guy
got me
forgot
weird.
everything. He's like, we went to this event for 3 days so we can learn.
You got nothing to
so we
talk
can
about
learn.
right
We
now
got
for a
nothing.
podcast?
No, of course not. Of course.
These people are like, what are we tuning into anymore? It's just straight garbage.
No. I've been talking. We've been talking.
About AI, and then I asked you a question that wasn't had to do with AI. About Miami NFT week, and you're like, I don't remember.
You're like, I don't remember anything. No. There were just a lot of talks about like building communities and using crypto for like governance within. That's actually what the talk that he was on, governance and DAOs. There's a lot of interesting opinions on it.
On governance and DAOs?
Yeah. I heard one guy say that the DAOs are just
Okay.
a bunch of circle jerks. And I was like, interesting.
Was he on stage?
Yeah, he was on stage.
And he said that on stage?
He said that on stage. And I thought that was funny.
What does he do?
That guy
Does he participate in them?
in a DAO?
I would assume not.
No, I don't think he does. Like, to be quite honest, I don't remember what that talk was about.
I could.
I don't.
It's a good theme right now for addicts. Right now.
I don't remember what the talk was about.
I don't remember.
I don't remember what that talk was about, but I texted it to you. Like, that's literally like one of the things I texted you.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't remember what I texted you?
Not when you texted me. No, I usually don't pay attention when you text me. But I
I
could
see.
put it up real quick. You.
So
Let
yeah,
me see
most
what's
DAOs
on
are circle jerks. That's verbatim. That was at 5:30. So let's see.
That was Friday.
Yeah, Friday. 5:30. That was South Beach Stage 5:30. So it was probably NFT marketing strategies and community building.
So, but he didn't want to build a community.
No, he just wanted to build a DAO
But he doesn't want to build a community.
or a DAO that's just a circle jerk. He wants like a good DAO.
Who said that? If you remember. You don't remember. That's my fault for asking.
John Tremblay. Let's see. Okay, so it's either one of two people. John Tremblay or Max Smortrisky.
I can't pronounce that.
Yeah, no, I don't think I pronounced it right. Either way, I thought it was mad funny because they were talking about, my bad, this was actually the talk before community building. They were talking about unique ways for creators to use NFTs. So I guess the DAOs are not unique.
Well, DAOs aren't NFTs for the most part.
Correct. DAOs are not necessary. There are DAOs that are represented by NFTs.
Yeah.
There's actually one that I found out about. I think it's Nouns NFT or something like that. That they pretty much mint an NFT every day that gets auctioned off. And then all the funds for that auction goes into the community wallet. Nouns. It's got to be Nouns because the person I followed was Professor Pro Forwarder. Pro Forwarder on Twitter. And that guy Ian, he said that that's one of the best DAOs to like model after, or at least one of the coolest ones, because they are open source and just a really interesting model. Because each day you could add a new person to the thing, and well, it's just an auction. It's just interesting. What they do, I don't know. They didn't talk about what they do.
Okay.
But that was actually day 2. You were there for that one.
I don't remember having this conversation yet,
Yeah.
or seeing what you saw for that.
Yeah. I was the guy with the metal
I know the guy
glasses.
with the glasses.
And he was with 2 other people up there. They were talking about. What were they talking about? So I know that the part of the conversation was like how to keep people involved and engaged in DAOs. Ian specifically said that he's like, you need to have some type of like factor that gets them going. Either incentive to like do it, or urgency, where either if you don't do it, something negative is gonna happen. So like, it's like this needs to get done.
Yeah.
Or if you do something, then you get incentivized to.
Like a reward.
You get reward for partaking.
Okay.
That was day 2. What stood out to you the most?
As per standing out, nothing, no specific talk was like crazy to me. Like, if I'm honest, there were good conversation had. I personally just liked when just like some of the displays and kiosks they had, like some of those things were kind of
Like the promoters.
Yeah, the exhibitions. Exhibitioners, yeah. Some of them, they had cool stuff. Some didn't, but that's okay. We won't talk about those that didn't.
Which one do you like the most?
The most non-related to crypto, which is the car one. That was in the back.
The one that was most non-related to crypto.
Yeah. So they had a they had an all electric adaptive car in the back from the Atakis Apex APO. It's an electric supercar. So I was talking to one of the guys there saying that they don't have a curb weight on it just yet, but they have like two versions, a 700 horsepower and a 1,000 horsepower version, all-wheel drive, adaptive all-wheel drive, and also full self-driving with AI. Like AI.
Full self-driving?
Yeah.
Where are they getting that software from? Do you know? Did they say?
No, they're not going to say that. But it is a pretty cool car. They said top speed is about 190, 195.
The car?
Yeah. Me running.
Well, there's a motorcycle there also.
It's an electric bike, first of all. And he didn't say what the top speed on that was. That's way more prototype, from what I can tell. Or more so still being worked on, highly. But he said there's only like 300 of them made. And it's going to start at around 350. 350K, yeah, coming out 2025. Which I thought it was built on top of another car, like mock cars are, for the most part. And then they just go from there. Kind of how the Tesla Roadster, the original, was built off of a Lotus.
Mm-hmm.
But it was not. It's a standalone, all original.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, explains why there's only 300 into a supercar considered. It's cool.
That is pretty cool. Fully electric, fully autonomous.
Can be.
Can be?
Yeah, like you're not like. I'm assuming you can turn it off and on.
Yeah.
And when you want to drive it, you drive it, and then when you want it to be autonomous and drive itself, you drive itself.
I see what you mean by can be.
Yeah, the C4 booth. I was just giving out free C4. I just feel like that was good to share because there was a lot of C4 there. It's not the pre-workout, but and the energy drink.
Smart energy.
Smart. Is that what they call it?
That's what they call it. Smart energy.
Drank like 10 of those.
I think everyone drank 10 of those. You saw C4 left and right. C4 and jarritos.
Actually, in soda.
Jarritos were all over the place.
Yeah.
A lot of people were drinking the water though. There was a time there where I couldn't get any water. I was like, God damn it! I really want that carbonated water.
Then we talked to another exhibition.
Exhibitioner.
Exhibit. Another exhibit.
A sponsor.
Another sponsor.
A promoter.
Another person that worked that was sponsoring one of their products. Their products there. Which was it's called Yesco. Usco. Usco. Whatever. So it which was I found it cool because it kind of gathered all the information from specifically your Amazon account. You logged in and gathered your information and see how much you spent for the last 3 years, and then it would give you a breakdown on how much of that you could have been rewarded back. Kind of how like you get free advertisement this way. They still sell it, but you are incorporated. Like you earn something from them getting that information, which is cool. You also was cool. You got to see how much you spent on Amazon in the last 3 years.
Oh, it's 3 years worth of information?
Yeah.
I thought it was just 1 year.
No.
Ah, okay. Yeah, because they said, at least when I went up, I could have sworn they told me 1 year, and then they showed me a number. I was like, oh, they spent that much in 1 year?
No, it was 3 years.
3 years.
Showed
3 years is a little bit more.
2021.
3 years is a little bit more.
And 2020.
Okay.
Yeah, which is cool. Which they're still developing theirs. They have the front end. They're still missing the back end, which for the crypto aspect and all that's fun.
Yeah,
stuff.
for the crypto. Yeah,
They're
the crypto
still
stuff they
developing
still said they wanted to. They still have some stuff to work out. But honestly, yeah, that was a really cool one. That gives you like the opportunity for individuals to own their data.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, exactly. Which is what you're such a big proponent of.
Yeah, I think that's really cool. I'm glad that you brought that up because I thought they were cool people too. Cool job, cool project going on. I got William to come to the other side on that and care.
I still don't care. No, I really still don't care.
No. Then why do you like the project so much?
Oh, because it's cool. For the people who do care and really care about it and want to not have the middleman there and take advantage of their data, go for it. Do I care enough to do it? Maybe not.
Maybe.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm a lot of things, not a liar.
Didn't you sign up?
Yeah.
Doesn't that do it automatically?
What do you mean?
Like,
I have no idea.
yeah. So I'm pretty sure that's linked to
Oh,
like
look, makes my life easier if it's that easy.
your Amazon. Yeah. Yeah, it's literally that easy. The only thing is you would have to claim the rewards.
Yeah. So we will see.
It's funny though because that wasn't an NFT project, but a really cool project.
No, what does that matter if it's an NFT project?
I don't know. It was just
They're building it on something there.
Yeah. There was one guy, one little team, working on ordinals there. It was the only person. I was like, damn, these people are with it.
What were they doing with ordinals?
They were making like a fashion brand, with koalas.
Boy.
So they have like a limited mint of a 3D animated koala. Then there's like this like process in which like depending on which one you get, you have like a chance of being put in. Okay, so you would mint a koala, and that minting of the koala will give you a shirt. But that shirt has like a little like code on it, and depending on which code you have, gives you like depending on which shirt you get, essentially, depends on whether you're in a raffle or not. Or it was like a whole thing where they're like doing giveaway or giveaway for like pretty much being a loyal customer and buying their clothing apparel, because essentially they're trying to be a clothing brand.
At the same time, an NFT.
Yeah, an ordinal.
An order.
NFT
is it not the same?
It's similar. Ordinals are on the Bitcoin blockchain.
Yeah, but what does the meaning of an NFT stand for?
It's a non-fungible token.
Okay, and what is an ordinal?
It's a non-fungible token.
Okay, thank you. That's it.
All right, so,
this guy.
I'm just saying, it's an ordinal. All right, either way, apparently I don't know how they're gonna do it, but apparently they're doing a giveaway for.
They're using a bunch of Bitcoin, is what I'm hearing.
For a Tesla.
What? You're signing up then? Should I get a free Tesla?
It's a chance to win a Tesla.
Oh. What do I need to do?
Buy some ordinals. And win the prize.
But the more
either way, I was surprised because they were the ones doing ordinals. I was like, yeah, someone's out here.
What's an NFT?
What's an NFT?
An ordinal.
No. That's wrong.
What?
An NFT is not an ordinal. Ordinals are NFTs.
So we're doing that thing.
It's
I get you.
I
get you.
You gotta
a Land Rover.
Where are you going with this?
What do you mean?
Where are you going with this?
A Land Rover can be
a car.
No, mother trucker. Can be a. Damn, I forgot.
A truck?
No, shut up. Let me think for 2.5 seconds so I can gather my thoughts. I lost them. I was going somewhere with the analogy, and then you just completely interrupted me. And then I forgot.
You didn't know. I was trying to help you out.
No, you're not helping. You're
doing
the opposite of that. If you think you're helping, you're not.
I wasn't.
You know what? I'm moving along. Cut this.
Cut this. Don't cut it.
Don't. This, I said
leave
cut.
it. Leave it in.
We're cut. Leave it in.
Oh man. There was a game there, Heroes of Hold'em. At first, I was worried. I thought it was just gonna be like a game that you gotta stake and keep your thing staked, and I was like, oh, that's a boring game. But it's not. It's actually quite interesting. It's
You don't have to stake.
There's a staking component to it, but it's kind of like not necessarily relevant to. It's not like other staking NFT games where you buy an NFT, you stake it,
and that's the game.
And that's pretty much the game. You get something that you could burn or use or whatever. No, it's a mix of poker and Magic the Gathering. I thought it was ambitious.
What's Magic the Gathering?
Magic the Gathering is like a magic spell game, kind of like Hearthstone.
Okay.
Something like that.
Gods Unchained.
Gods Unchained, except you're not placing monsters so much in this game because you're playing poker. But
We're betting money.
Yeah, you're betting the in-game currency. There is an in-game currency. There's a full like, so you stake your NFT pretty much to get the in-game currency that you use for I think it's like power upgrades.
Okay.
At first I was trying to see if like staking the NFT, if that in-game currency is what you use for playing the games, but no, you get like this game token, like every day.
Yeah, in-game token.
Yeah, every day you just immediately get like three game passes or something.
Okay.
So you can only play like 3 games per day.
For free.
As an example, yeah,
For free.
Yeah, it's alright.
And now if you get good enough, you can play for money. I mean, for the in-game currency, you can keep on playing.
Yeah, so there's a whole bunch of stuff going on there. It was actually quite like full complex. Like it's a full game. Like you could spend a lot of time playing that game and learning the ins and outs.
Poker.
It is poker, but with a bunch of stuff added onto it. Magic the Gathering, like spells, minions, and stuff like that. You like power upgrades from like different things.
Okay. Complicated as a game, bro.
Yeah, it looked pretty complicated. I'm not gonna lie because I don't know anything about. I barely know poker and I don't know anything about Magic the Gathering. But it looked cool. I was like, damn, this.
If you decide to play it, I wouldn't use more than your 3-day passes.
Yeah, definitely, definitely not.
That's what I'm saying.
Definitely, I would not. There was also another really cool project that I saw there. He was working on it. He was the guy was a speaker, and he was working on it for the Build-a-thon.
Mm-hmm.
It was a decentralized phone numbers.
Oh, that?
Yeah, that decentralized phone number thing. I think I like it a lot.
Which is completely web-based.
Yeah, so it's like not fully 3.0, but.
Well, no, I think he wanted it web-based.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's still 3.0 though.
Yeah. So I don't know. I had this conversation with someone there about crypto being 2.5 and 3.0, and I was like, well, look, the only reason why you consider it 2.5 is because...
Stop jumping. Let's talk about... Yeah, you're jumping off, because we were talking about the phone numbers and...
You're right. All right, but yes, phone number is web-based application. Essentially, you would connect your wallet address to the web, where your wallet would have a non-fungible token that's represented by a string of numbers, your phone number, essentially, or whatever phone number you want, that will be yours permanently, and then you use it as like your identity on chain.
Which you can call from there.
Yeah, so essentially, once you know someone's phone number, you can just call them through that platform.
Which what network was he using to?
So he told me that he was the communication would be done over Helium network.
Yeah.
Because Helium is a decentralized
network.
Yeah.
Like,
it's blockchain. Yeah.
No, but it's a decentralized server. Maybe,
yeah.
Like for information.
Like Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Which actually, think about it, does make it pretty close to 3.0. Like decentralized communication all around. So I thought that was really cool. No one can block your calls from coming in. No one can restrict which calls you get. You do as you please with a decentralized phone number. Project's not out yet. It's still under development. It's still being worked on. But he seems like he got a lot done.
Yeah, like they did a demo test of like calling a number.
Yeah,
obviously it was a number that's like close.
What?
Like it's a close number, so it's not like the range, like the servers needed.
No, you don't need any of that.
What do you mean you don't need it?
So actually kind of. The range was 9999999 3 nines, and then whatever phone number after that.
I'm saying it was a short range.
Mm-hmm.
I would be curious to see like longer distances. How does it do? Since the Helium network is.
Oh, you mean like the phone call itself?
Yeah. From how long distance can it be?
That just depends on how proficient the Helium network gets.
Correct. Exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah. Helium's really cool. I like that. I like that blockchain.
They say Helium was scamming. Well, this guy said it was scamming.
This guy?
We talked about him on the Recent podcast. I think his name was Cody.
Okay.
Blonde guy.
Mm-hmm.
who was saying that he only really likes Bitcoin. That everything else is a scam or it's a rug pull.
Mm.
These are the same things about helium.
He said the same thing about helium.
Yeah, since you would have to buy the helium tool, like the helium kit, to set up the node and stuff, and it would take like an absorbent amount of time to pay back, like what you earned, like your.
Oh,
your
like
investment.
he said, it was like a kind of like a, like just not a rug pull, but more like a just some type of like general scam.
Yeah, like you wouldn't make back your money just because of how long it would take to make back your money on your
That-
initial investment.
I don't think that's, yeah, but yeah.
I'm not saying that's what I said. I'm saying
Yeah.
that's what he said.
Oh, another one of the competitors that I thought was cool was the drone.
I don't think that drone was like that. That was just like okay.
The drone. The thing is, it's an early concept.
Yeah, but
It's just a proof. That project was a proof of concept.
yeah, but the way I looked at that project was, it was the mail. It was it was USPS
Mm-hmm.
just with a drone, and it being tracked by blockchain.
Yeah,
'Cause,
pretty much.
yeah,
That's cool.
I don't think so.
Why not?
It's taking something that already exists, just making it better, and it's how much better, relative.
Pretty good. I don't know. Like, okay, so the question is, what's the likelihood of them, of them losing your package?
The drone falling in the water.
Yeah. And then know who's responsible for it.
The people providing the drones.
Correct. At least that's what I would assume. Now, USPS loses the packages. Who's responsible for it?
USPS is responsible.
Are they?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't get stuff delivered like that.
And now you call the person who sent you the person you bought it from. Oh, it was lost in the mail, and they send you, for the most part, send you new ones, I think.
Yeah, a lot of companies do. Not all of them. That one company that we bought our stuff for, the Demon Slayer stuff,
Mm-hmm.
they don't. Like,
What do you mean?
like if package gets lost, they're like, that's on you. They're like, we're not sending you another one.
Oh, unless you say it. That varies, I think. That depends on.
Yeah, it depends on the company.
But I don't know. I just felt like it was cool, but Amazon's already working on drones. Like, I'm not a fan of the whole just add an NFT to it, like add blockchain to it to make
Well,
it.
yeah. Okay, so it's not so much add a blockchain to it to make it cool. It's more so, what is the responsibility? Who where is like the line of command exactly? Like, who is anyone providing information that's not legitimate? So essentially, whenever you're delivering parcels like packages,
Mm-hmm.
the person putting in the package to the carrier has to verify the product and verify the carrier.
Yeah.
The carrier verifies the product and verifies time of departure and like all specifications. So in this case, we would say like metadata on the specific thing. And then upon delivery, the receiver would verify the information based off of what the person sending it says. These NFTs would pretty much allow for like if there's like an interception in between to be identified. Like, oh, someone switched this out for something else at some point. Like this could be falsified, or just some type of tampering was done. It's not so like the main issue that they're trying to address isn't so much like the drone thing itself. Like
It's tampering.
it was more so like a supply chain control. At least that's the issue that I see that's more important. They're just going with the route of drones because, well, autonomous.
Yeah, but like,
Because
someone still has to put it there.
correct.
So it can still be messed with.
Whoever puts it there, yeah, could mess with it.
I mean, maybe if anything, you eliminate the amount of people you can, like, you have less hands in the kitchen,
So
you're able to identify maybe quicker where the error occurred.
in forensics, there's this thing called chain of custody.
Yeah.
Just that's all it is. It's just tracking who has
Exactly.
what when.
Since there is such a small chain of custody there,
Mm-hmm.
you'll be able to catch them.
Yeah.
You'll be able to see where it went wrong first.
Yeah, because technically you could use that also for like trucks being transported across the nation.
Yeah.
Like they had to weigh in at weigh stations. What time do they depart to make sure the
Exactly.
drivers are sleeping enough hours, and like just things aren't being like.
We did a very bad job. We never explained what we were talking about to the audience that's listening, nor the ones that's watching.
No, what did we forget?
They know we're talking about a drone. They know it's doing shipping.
Mm-hmm.
They don't know where it's landing. They don't know.
You said that.
Where's it landing?
It's landing into like a carrier, like a.
I didn't say that.
No.
I said mailbox thing.
A mailbox. Yeah, that's.
Yeah, but what I look at is when I close my eyes and see a mailbox,
You're thinking like an actual.
it's a mailbox.
Yeah.
It's not a thing that has like an opening where you it shoots down into where it separates.
Yeah.
Context is important. Man.
Context is important.
Now you know what the.
I don't think we did a very bad job. I just think maybe a little bit of detail was missing.
Yeah, I'm glad. That's the difference between you and I. You'll never say you do anything at its worst, and I'll never say we do anything at its best.
I mean, sure.
Thank you. Keep it simple. Yeah, but NFT week was fun. Smaller than anticipated. I think that's because bear market.
Yeah, absolutely, 100% because of bear
Like
market.
if it wasn't a bear market, I feel like there would
It'd probably
be
be
more people.
at least double.
Yeah, that's safe to say in my
Like
opinion.
if it wasn't bear market, like deep in the bear market as we are right now, it would probably be double.
Yeah, I can.
I mean, the Bitcoin conference back in 21 was there. It was before bubble, before like boom, bear market. Bull market, my bad.
It was before the bull market.
Before bull market, it was like kind of like starting to like get some momentum.
So it was in the 20s.
It was like yeah. And there was a bunch of people. The thing was massive. Like I'd never pictured it to be so big.
I'm assuming the one for the following year was bigger.
I don't know. I didn't go.
That's right. My fault.
I did
Fair
not go. I found out that there's this group called The Chain,
Mm-hmm.
Miami, where they pretty much promote Web3 events, and on the monthly, they host a Web3 dinner.
Oh, cool.
So,
I heard about that.
Yeah, I kind of want to check that out. Gotta see when their next Web3 dinner is and
Definitely.
check it out. Seems like a cool thing to do. That's kind of like what we're doing at the Bend.
Which reminds us, since you bring it up, it's officially Monday. I mean, it's officially May.
April.
April? I'm sorry, I got excited. My fault. It's officially April.
Officially April.
It's officially April. I'm sorry, guys. I got jumped ahead of myself. What are you doing this month?
This month.
Next week?
Next week.
Oh, snap.
April 10th, a couple days after you guys are hearing this, maybe the day you're hearing this, we will be at the Bend
For another Sometimes Crypto Happy Hour. Pow, 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 pow.
from 6 to 8 o'clock.
Boom, boom.
This month, this is a Earth Month. So we're going to be talking about...
That's what we're talking about. Nope, that's what we're going to be talking about the podcast.
Yes. No, closer to Earth Day, though.
That's no closer.
So, if you come out to this Sometimes Crypto podcast, I'm having about happy hour, you might get some early access information. Or you might be able to provide some information that we will be like, yo, this person told us this that we didn't know.
And you should just go because it's like, why not?
Facts. It's a good time.
Honestly.
We hang. Talk about crypto.
Yeah. Also, like, subscribe,
Follow.
and
share.
Sometimes Crypto.
We appreciate it.
We appreciate it.
Lots of
We swear we will bring better energy. I swear Alex will be deep throating podcasts for a couple of hours from now on. I said podcast, not microphones. Relax.
Okay.
I said podcast, not podcast microphones.
Geez, dog.
No, you're not deep throating no microphones. That's a little violent.
I don't want to.
That looks scary as hell.
Looks a little aggressive,
damn.
right?
No information, son.
Oh, there was also
What's that?
one of the founders of Twitter at the
Of
conference.
Twitter?
Yeah.
That was the first day.
Maybe. I don't know what day that was, but it was definitely there.
Okay.
Reuven Cohen.
Okay. They also had a founder of Ethereum there.
The reason why, like, we knew that he was a founder was because when the the host of that specific panel asked everyone to share their like handles or like where we could find him. He's like, mine's is RUV, and I was like, what?
Wow.
3 letters. 3 letters is impossible to find. You like that's like me getting at Alex. There's no way that's gonna happen. Like 4-letter words, 3-letter words, anywhere from like 5, 6, like just straight up common things.
Yeah.
It's super hard to find. It's just RUV. He's like, yeah, I was like one of the early founders. I was like, damn.
Oh, he had
RUV.
RUV.
At RUV.
At RUV on Twitter.
On Twitter. That's his handle.
Impossible.
That's impossible.
Yeah, that's impossible if you were not there.
We tried making one for Sometimes Crypto, and we Sometimes Crypto, like literally.
Yeah, no, it didn't work out either. Oh, I see. That is crazy, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's only one way you could have it.
Like even the other panelists were surprised. They're like, "What?"
Right. Who are you?
Oh. Yeah, he like invests in like tech companies and like crypto, obviously. Oh, I bought a shirt that says Satoshi's female.
You bought it?
Yeah.
What made you buy that shirt?
I don't know. Just wanted to buy it. I'm not wearing it though. I got it for my girlfriend.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's like, who's Satoshi?
And you bought her something that says...
No. She actually said she said she was gonna buy it for me, and then I was like, yeah, we can. That's fine. But then I was like, you know, fuck it. It was just small and nice, and I was like, oh, yeah, let's buy. I was like, I'm gonna buy you some crypto merch.
And you bought Satoshi's...
Yeah, because I feel like people listen more if a girl's talking about crypto than if a guy's talking about crypto. What were you saying?
I said cool.
No. Before I said the whole Twitter thing. Founder of Ethereum?
One of the founders of Ethereum was there as well. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. His name's Anthony D. Lorio.
You want to say that name correctly?
Anthony I don't know how to read. I'm dyslexic. I'm not really dyslexic. It's my excuse for things in life.
DeLorio.
You see, after he says I can say it. And I know how to say it. But yeah, he co-founded ETH.
I think I'm just going to start mispronouncing things.
That's messed up. you do that, I'm going to start telling lies about you and then not tell people. I got that off of somebody. I got that off Two Birds, One Cave.
2 Birds, 1 Cave?
Yeah.
Okay.
I promote podcast here.
First time I hear about that one.
This
guy's down the podcast rabbit hole. You're deep throwing those podcasts, dog.
I go in. You know what I do?
You go in on those podcasts.
I do. I really do. I have a podcast for almost every day of the week.
By the way, if you like podcasts, you should check out our last episode. Talk strictly about podcasts.
I talk strictly about podcasts because Alex, he helps. Alex saying things just to see his reaction. Because he gets so starstruck. He looks at me like I'm a crazy person.
I like these cameras, man. Now they're gonna
you look like a crazy person.
Encapsulate everything.
It caps the bullshit you do
Yeah.
No, but off that.
Anthony,
we need to give these people some good content. Let me talk so I can give them some good content.
Take it away. Take it away. Take it away.
I'm kidding. It was a joke. I suck. He is... It's 50-50 over here, guys.
Just take it away.
No, I can't stop laughing. That's the issue. Talking about shit. Oh, Jesus. Well, also, it's because you weren't there for it. But he is... I guys are getting so serious. Okay, not the point. He's creating this cube puzzle game that allows you to be your own node, to store the information, so that you are not gonna have to trust like AWS services or others to like gather the information. It's already stored on there, and his idea is to create enough that enough people are gonna buy it to do it. That he think you have to buy the actual like hardware for it, and from there it all connects, and then you just share the information that you want to put up. And the tokenization of everything comes from unlocking puzzles, like solving puzzles, and that continues it. I don't know how the puzzle part works exactly.
Does it have anything to do with the Tetris pieces that I saw at one of the booths?
I don't know.
I saw one booth that was like empty,
I can show you what it looks
and
like.
all I saw on that booth was Tetris pieces.
Like
on Diami, no, no, I mean like actual Tetris pieces. Maybe irrelevant.
Maybe irrelevant, but that's what that is.
So Andiami supposedly blends game theory with cutting edge hardware to bring blockchain computers to a wider audience.
Yeah. So the actual cube itself, it's a plug and play blockchain computer, essentially, is what they say on their website. I don't know, I just think it was cool.
Oh, so it looks like it's supposed to be able to run any node for any crypto. Okay.
Yeah, it's supposed to run any node, so you can be your own node and provide the service. Since no one wants to be nodes. And the incentivization here is that the rewards are going to be based on that, like puzzle answering, like interesting.
Yeah, it is interesting. So something that DeLorean said was that he has a framework for solving problems called the perfect formula, and it's a framework that is built to solve problems with the end game being to create as many wins for as many people as possible.
Yeah,
that's actually pretty cool.
I think the number he said, he has like 6,400 on the white list for it, if I'm not mistaken. You have to first buy the cube to be able to start, but it's interesting. I'm also assuming once you complete like the entire puzzle book, there's more puzzles that you can add. Also, each puzzle is individualized to you, like to the person who owns it. Like they're all different.
Each cube is different?
Yes. So they're each going to have a different experience per person.
That's interesting.
Right? Cool.
We might have to look into that a little bit more.
Yeah. Which is kind of interesting. Because this thing was, it will never be truly Web3 or decentralized if we rely on AWS service or like those cloud computing services to handle the information. The information itself has to be decentralized.
Oh, I see what this is. It's a node sharing protocol.
Yes.
So it's a computer that's pretty much just set up to learn how other nodes operate.
Yes.
And run it on that computer.
And then continue to, yes.
And then share that information.
Correct.
That's actually really cool.
So you can decentralize where the information is coming from.
That's actually really cool. Yeah, because like he says that the main issue right now is that AWS.
If Amazon tomorrow shuts down AWS,
like the Ethereum protrocols,
a
lot of things are screwed.
Yeah, a lot of things are gonna get messed up. But for example, in talking about crypto, ETH, half of its information is gone.
Yeah,
or more.
Yeah,
depending.
50%. Yeah, it says more than 50% of Ethereum is gone.
Exactly.
Not the currency, just like the
node service.
The nodes,
the service,
so it becomes a lot more centralized.
More so than what it already is.
Yeah.
To that degree. But I thought that was a really cool service.
It's not how Bitcoin works.
What?
According, like that, he's like that's not how either of the two were planned. But he wants them to be like distributed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I thought was cool.
Very cool. That is actually very cool. What's that called?
Andami.
Andiami.
Something. But yeah, I thought it was a really cool one. And that's a physical thing as well. So like the books themselves have and they are in the NFT. You scan the NFT, it authenticates it to you.
Each specific node, each block, each computer.
Yeah.
Cool.
And each new puzzle book that you may have to buy or whatever, however that may work, is scanned into that node. Like you scan it, it scans it.
Yeah.
It has has like a chip to authenticate.
Like each piece. Probably.
Something like that.
That's cool.
Yeah, interesting stuff, right?
That is actually quite interesting.
So yeah, there are a few cool things. Not everything was mind blowing.
Yeah.
I also think a lot of just the speakers were repetitive.
A lot of the talks were
topics were very similar to other topics, even though they worded it different.
Yeah.
The conversation was very the same. Yeah. It was saturated information.
Mm-hmm. Just kept on, but it was cool. Cool stuff nonetheless.
Yeah.
What they did talk about, they talked about it. Next year, are we going?
Why not?
Why not?
I see why not. It's right there.
It's right there. It's literally right there.
Can't be the bad. Also, if we're not in a bull market, I mean, it also depends on the market.
Depends on the market.
I think it was like that just because it's a bear market.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like the hype isn't there. While probably last year there was way more hype.
Yeah, I think last year was just way more hype. Like a lot more projects were like in the space. Since then, a lot of people probably went bankrupt. So
a lot of people lost their money.
yeah,
That's also true.
that happens.
It's part of the game.
Yep.
Next pod will be fun.
Next pod will also be fun.
And with some fun, exciting information.
And the one after that too.
Yeah, some CBD talk. CBDCs.
CBDCs.
That's a CBD.
Yeah, he said CBD.
CBDCs.
You forgot the C.
I forgot the C.
Very important.
We're going to be talking about some of those again and some other things coming up.
Yep.
So we're going to close this one out.
Yeah.
Been another week. Favorite crypto podcast.
Sometimes crypto.
The Unscripted Crypto
Podcast.
Ayoooo.